science, environmental health science, public health, community health, and health economy. We also offer HND in public nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, JAM and entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCK Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College. Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economy. We also offer HND in public nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, JAM and entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCK Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College. Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economy. We also offer HND in public nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, JAM and entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you're welcome to News at 9 p.m. on Psalm TV, the Pulse of the Nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at Psalm TV and on YouTube at Psalm TV Live. Now the major headlines. National news. Psalm TV documentary showcases Taraba's investment potential as Taraba government declares public holiday ahead of Taravest Summit. Environmental Society launches climate action drive in Taraba as Kaimar Local Government Council set up safety committee after Bajibo boat tragedy. Saudi authorities arrest Ado Alera's wife and mother in Medina as BPP commends procurement training for northern stakeholders. International news. Laila Soif resumed full hunger strike over son's continued detention in Egypt. Business news. Power Minister accuses discourse of sabotaging sector reform, plans overhaul. Entertainment news. Gary Lineker to exit BBC after anti-Semitic imagery controversy as Banky W earns Masters in Policy Management from Georgetown University in USA. Sport news. Team Ogun clinches handball victory at National Sport Festival as event triggers local economic growth. And Bridget James announced the news in full. Today marks the grand finale of the Psalm TV acclaimed documentary series, Come to Taraba, Invest in Taraba, produced in partnership with the Taraba State Ministry of Information and Reorientation. This powerful series has taken viewers on a compelling journey through the untapped investment opportunities in all 16 local government areas of Taraba State, showcasing a region rich in potential and poised for economic transformation. If you've missed any part of the series, replays are available on our official Facebook page at Psalm TV and our YouTube channels at Psalm TV Live. Similarly, in celebration of the upcoming Taravest Investment Summit, the Taraba State government has declared a one-day public holiday. The summit, set to make place tomorrow, aims to showcase the state's vast investment opportunities and foster new business partnership. In solidarity with the event, the chair of the Association of Private Schools Owners of Nigeria, during an appearance on the Psalm TV morning show and anchored by Abraham Minor Joda, has also announced a public holiday for all schools under the association's umbrella. The summit marks a significant step in promoting Taraba's economic growth and attracting potential investors. In a forward-looking move to elevate student welfare across tertiary institutions in Taraba State, the Ministry of Tertiary Education has joined forces with Dr. Connect to roll out a transformative initiative officially launched at Taraba State University, Jalingo. The program is designed to equip students with access to affordable healthcare, financial literacy, entrepreneurial training, and opportunities for civic engagement. By integrating cutting-edge health tech with student empowerment strategies, the initiative marks a significant leap towards comprehensive student-centered support in the state. Stay tuned for a video clip of the post-launch interviews with key officials as filed in by Psalm TV correspondent Lillian Yakubu, who was on the ground to cover the event.
In a groundbreaking collaboration, the Ministry of Tertiary Education, in partnership with Dr. Connect, has launched an initiative aimed at enhancing the welfare and development of tertiary students. The program officially unveiled at Taraba State University in Jalingo, addressing multifaceted challenge students face in higher education by offering solutions that encompass healthcare, financial empowerment, skill development, and community engagement. Professor Paul Bako, Vice-Chancellor of Taraba State University, expressed strong support for the initiative. In his speech at the launch, he emphasized the importance of student health in academic success, stating, "Health is wealth." Prof. Bako encouraged students to take full advantage of the resources available to them, highlighting how initiative will enhance both their academic and personal life. The Honorable Commissioner for the Ministry of Tertiary Education, Dr. Mike Dew, shared his vision for the initiative's broader impact. He stated that the program was designed not just to advance education, but to empower students with tools, health, and support needed to succeed. Dr. Dew also underscored the role of Dr. Connect in educating students on health and self-care, empowering them to take charge of their own well-being. Dr. Joseph Olowe, CEO of Dr. Connect, expressed pride in the partnership, stressing the importance of leveraging digital technology to improve healthcare access for students. He highlighted that many student deaths each year are due to preventable health issues and that the initiative aims to bridge this gap, ensuring that students can thrive without being hindered by avoidable health challenges. Honorable Jones G. James, Special Advisor to the Governor on Student Affairs, applauded the government's commitment to student welfare. He affirmed that the initiative aligned with governor's education and healthcare policies, making a significant step in improving tertiary education within the state. The program has received strong support from various stakeholders, including the Vice-Chancellor of Taraba State University and the permanent secretary, who believe that this initiative will greatly enhance both the campus experience and the readiness of students for their future careers. On behalf of the student, Comrade Hope Voku, Senate President of the National Association of Nigeria Students, NAS, expressed heartfelt gratitude to the Executive Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Agbu Kefas, for his unwavering support of education. He also thanked the Commissioner of Tertiary Education, the Vice-Chancellor, and the Special Assistant to the Governor for their commitment to student welfare. This initiative marks a pivotal moment in student welfare, setting a new standard for holistic support within higher education and paving the way for similar programs at other institutions.
Well, this is a presentation made by Dr. Connect for campuses in Nigeria. We have a privilege of having this. It is my belief that what we sow, if it is what is going to be advocated here, is going to solve a lot of students and staff problems in the university.
It's a good initiative and it's welcome because it's going to improve the experience of our staff and students in Taraba State University. It's going to create opportunities for healthier living because, like I did mention at the ceremony we had in the morning, that we here at Taraba State University, we prioritize the health of both our staff and students, and continuously we adopt new initiatives that would enable us to continue to improve on this, to provide for the well-being and welfare of our staff and students. Like I also mentioned in the morning, health is wealth. Every endeavor that you want to engage in, including what we do here, teaching and learning.
Basically, one of the things that we've been working at is through our travel around our college, universities, our college of education, polytechnic, we realize that a lot of students unfortunately die every year because of things that can be prevented. And we're very fortunate that the National Association of Nigerian Students decided to take on this project so that we can use digital tools, technologies to improve the healthcare of the student on campus. They don't have to run to the medical center, they can quickly do what they need to do and get that help they need. And then there are other programs that we bring to the table, like financial enlightenment, food bank, and all of that we can help students with, so that their sojourn on campus becomes more enjoyable rather than just say we're here and life is beating us up. And that's why we're very grateful to Hope, who we met in Abuja and said Taraba State should benefit from this. And by the grace of God, we are here today, and we believe that the rest will be history. Taraba State will become the beacon of hope, using technology to solve the healthcare problem.
This program, as Dr. Connect, is a very good program because health is very, very important. And in terms of this program to be introduced in our schools, especially our tertiary institution, is that when students are healthy, they discover that they will be able to learn effectively. As such, my call on students is that let them patronize this program, because when they are healthy, they will be able to learn and they will be able to expand, they will be able to move ahead. But when they are always sick, you know that a sick person will always perform less. So my call is that let the students queue into this.
Lilian Yakubu, reporting for Sun TV.
As the call for climate action grows louder across Nigeria, the Taraba State chapter of the Nigerian Environmental Society is stepping up efforts to promote environmental sustainability, beginning with a high-level advocacy, visit, and grassroots engagement in schools. Sun TV correspondent has the details.
Environmental sustainability in Taraba State, the Nigerian Environmental Society (NES) Taraba chapter recently visited Dr. Marco Joshua, Director General of the Taraba State Geographic Information Service. Led by the NES chairman, Dr. Musa Gargida David, the delegation praised Dr. Joshua for his leadership in promoting environmental protection and sustainable development. Dr. Gargida highlighted Dr. Joshua's forward-thinking approach in integrating geospatial data into environmental planning, noting the significant impact on the state's environmental direction. His work in enhancing land data transparency and fostering sustainable urban growth was commended.
It was looking like the inauguration was not going to hold, but people like you stepped in, and it was a big success. And we believe that your door will always be open for NES. Whenever there's need, we'll always run to you. Don't get tired of receiving us. Don't get tired of our calls. We might not come at the appropriate time sometimes. Like today, you are actually very busy. I know it's because of NES you have come back to attend to us. So thank you very much. We appreciate it.
During the visit, Dr. Joshua expressed his appreciation for the recognition and reiterated his agency's commitment to supporting initiatives that encourage green growth and forest conservation. He emphasized that achieving environmental sustainability requires collective action, and through collaboration with NES and other partners, the aim to develop policies that foster green growth and engage the youth in environmental protection.
As far as I'm concerned, and that is our own. It is we that will make it function the way we want it to function. In fact, if there's anything we're supposed to work on and try to make sure that we sustain it, is environment. Environmental sustainability is supposed to be a priority. We live in the environment. We know how the environment affects us. If we allow it to go the way it is going, thinking nothing is happening, before we knew it, we'll discover we are nowhere. So this office, this is Taraba Geographic Information Service, on behalf of all the management staff, count this place as a home to NIS.
The NES delegation also visited Government Day Secondary School, Kofai, where they launched an environmental club focused on tree planting and sustainability initiatives. The school's principal welcomed the initiative and emphasized the need for 3 seedlings to be planted on the school grounds. He noted that the project was timely as students need to understand the importance of trees and their role in sustaining life. The principal expressed eagerness to work with NAS to ensure the success of the initiative.
Other members of the High Table Noble College, once again, good afternoon this time around. We really want to appreciate our visitors that came to us this afternoon with a very good intention. They were here, we are seeing what they've done the other time. Sir, I want to assure you that, just to put in a nutshell, I want to assure you, I on behalf of my staff and students, want to assure you that we will embrace this policy and make it come to stand. We really appreciate if the students will provide for us in good time so that we plan it where it is still raining. That will give us a very good and opportunity to nurture it because we will still be around. But by the time that we plan and we will go on break, I'm scared. Some of the trees may not survive.
You have it by this time next week.
Thank you very much. My teachers are living witness, as I was telling you in the office. I have already directed that all library students, just to start with a small group of SS2.
Committed to raising environmental awareness and empowering youth, the NES plans to continue engaging schools and communities in activities like tree planting and waste recycling. With rising concerns over deforestation and climate change, the society's initiatives are poised to play a crucial role in shaping Taraba's environmental future.
Following the recent boat mishap in Wajibo, which claimed the lives of 27 locals, the chairman of Kaima local government, Abdullahi Danladi, has established a 7-person committee. The committee's mandate is to address safety concerns on waterways, with a focus on preventing night travel and overcrowding. The chairman also emphasized the enforcement of mandatory life jacket usage and plans to intensify safety awareness campaign for boat passengers and boat operators. Saudi authorities have reportedly arrested the wife and mother of Nigerian bandit leader Ado Aliro in Medina. The women were allegedly living under false identities and were apprehended during an intelligence-led operation linked to insurgent network in Nigeria's northwest. Alero, known for leading violent attack and kidnapping in Zamfara and nearby states, remain on Nigerian most wanted list. Nigerian and Saudi security agencies are collaborating on the investigations, with officials suggesting the women may possess intelligence on Alero's whereabouts and financial operation. The arrests are seen as a potential step towards weakening the leadership of terror group destabilization in northern Nigeria. Alero was named among 97 terror suspects declared wanted by Nigeria's defense headquarters in March 2024. The Bureau of Public Procurement has launched a training program on its revised standards procurement documents for stakeholders in Nigeria's northwest and northeast region. In a statement issued Tuesday, BPP's head of public relations, Zira Naga, said the initiative aligned with the Bureau's mandate under Section 5 of the Public Procurement Act 2007. The training, organized in collaboration with the Rule of Law and Anti-Corruption Program, runs from May 19 to 21st at Tahir Guest Palace, Kano. It targets certified procurement officers from government ministries, departments, agencies, state universities, and SUBEB offices, private sectors, contractors, consultants, and service providers. The Zamfara APC has called for the arrest of PDP women leader Hajia Rabi Madawaki over alleged threats of violence against non-supporters of Governor Dauda Lawal's 2027 re-election. The APC condemned her remark as inciting and urged security agencies to investigate, stressing the need for peaceful, non-violence policies. A former ally of Abia State Governor Alex Arti, Professor Moses A. Oji, has urged President Bola Tinubu to reject an invitation to commission a single project, the 6.5-kilometer Port Harcourt route in Aba, during a planned visit on May 23rd. In an open letter, Oji criticized the governor for allegedly relying on propaganda and political connections, accusing him of underperformance and misleading fanfare. He questioned why Tinubu should inaugurate only one project in Abia when he commissioned multiples in other states, and highlighted unfulfilled promises such as flag off but inactive seaports and refineries. Oji also warned that pensioners may protest during the visit over unpaid entitlements. The Lagos state government has sanctioned 21 money lenders for regulatory breaches over the past year. During a ministerial press briefing in Ikeja, Commissioner for Home Affairs, Honorable Ibrahim Layadi, revealed that out of 622 registered money lenders in the state, some failed to renew their license or change business addresses without notification. The state conducted oversight visits, sealed the office of defaulters, and pledged continued monitoring to protect citizens from exploitative practices while supporting responsible lenders. Residents of Borno State, including Muslims and Christians, observe a one-day fast and prayer on Monday in response to a call by Governor Babagana Zulum for divine intervention amidst persistent Boko Haram attack. The Christian Association of Nigeria and various religious leaders urge participation, emphasizing the need for spiritual efforts alongside security operations. The statewide observance included individuals and congregational prayers, with residents expressing hope for peace and end to insurgency. The Enugu State Police Command has rescued 28 kidnapped victims and arrested 10 suspects in a series of coordinated operations across the state. According to Commissioner of Police Mamman Giwa, the efforts conducted in collaboration with local security outfits and communities also led to the recovery of firearms, ammunition, cash, and vehicles among the incidents. 4 victims were freed in Ezengu local government area, 21 rescued from Kogi State, and others along the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. Giwa praised the collaboration and reaffirms the command's commitment to combating violent crime in the state. The Czech Republic has expressed interest in partnership with Plateau State in agriculture and mining. During a visit to Governor Khaled Mufon in Jos, CZ Ambassador to Nigeria and Zek Krejcik highlight his country's agricultural expertise and its potential benefit for the state. Governor Mufon welcomed the collaborations and expressed optimism for mutual gains, while also acknowledging CZEC's support for the state's literacy society. Further discussions are expected to advance the partnership. The coalition of northern groups in Kebbi State condemned recent attack by armed bandits that killed 15 farmers. The group's coordinator, Mansour Isa Guruza expressed concern over the government's failure to address the escalating violence and called for better equipping of security forces. CNG also criticized the National Assembly for focusing on non-urgent issues and urged lawmakers to prioritize security, inflation, and unemployment. They condemned the abduction of Christian worshippers in KB South and demanded their immediate release and justice for the perpetrators. Delta State Police have arrested 3 suspected criminals and recovered several weapons, including an AK-47 rifle and a bomb-action gun. According to the police spokesperson, Bright Adafe, the suspect identified as 21-year-old Idrisu Yakubu, 40-year-old Bello Omodu, and 38-year-old Umar Muhammad were involved in criminal activities across Delta Rivers and part of the southeast. Additionally, a 53-year-old suspect, Benjamin Benomo, was arrested with an English pistol, another pump-action gun, and a locally made firearm. The police continues their effort to curb criminal activities in the region. Former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose has filed a no-case submission in response to the 6.9 billion naira fraud charges brought against him by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. During a hearing at the Federal High Court in Lagos, Fayose's defense argued that the prosecutions had failed to establish a case. Represented by former Attorney General Chief Kanu Agbabi San, Fayose contended that key figures in the case, such as Abiodun Agbele, were not charged. The EFCC had accused Fayose as stealing and money laundering related to funds used for his 2014 election campaign, including the receipt of 1.2 billion naira and $5 million in cash. The cash has been adjourned to July 10, 2025, for a ruling on the submission. Professor Hawal Yusuf urged Gombe State stakeholders to take action against early child marriage and harmful traditional practices that violate human rights. Speaking at a public ceremony supported by the UN and Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, she called for the eradication of gender-based violence and greater awareness of sexual and reproductive health rights. The event also marked the graduation of 70 GBV and sexual reproductive health ambassadors who would work across the state. Gombe State officials, including Gabriel Galadima and Asmahu Ignatius, emphasizing the need for collective effort to combat GBV, which is prevalent in the state. Aishatu Usman, wife of the Gombe local government chairman, assured that women will lead the fight against harmful practices. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai criticized the Nigerian judiciary for corruption and bias during his address at the Nigerian Bar Association Law Week on May 19, 2025. He highlighted delays in justice and the manipulation of ex parte others in political cases, claiming the judiciary is influenced by external interests. El-Rufai further noted that the legal system tends to favor the wealthy and powerful, eroding public trust, and urged legal professionals to recommit to impartial justice. Meanwhile, Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani called on the Fulani community to collaborate for peace and security during the inauguration of the new executive of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria. Dr. James Kanyib, the State Security Commissioner, addressed the negative stereotyping of Fulani people. Magban's national president welcomed the creations of the Ministry of Livestock Development Affairs, while the newly appointed Magban chairman, Abdul Hamid Al-Barka proposed the establishment of a state ministry to enhance the economic potentials of the livestock sector. Key political figures also attended the event. Governor Francis Nwifuru of the Ebonyi State announced plans to establish specialist hospital in each of the state's 3 senatorial zones and flag off the health activities, which includes distribution of essential medical equipment and launching a drug revolving fund. He also increased doctors' salaries to 500,000 naira per month and recruited 195 healthcare professionals to address staffing shortages. Nwifuru emphasized the importance of community involvement in maintaining healthcare facilities and called for a partnership in healthcare financing and digital system to improve services. The Ogun State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps has arrested Samuel Adebisi Ademoye, a suspected ritualist, for allegedly inflicting grievous bodily harm on a 2-month-old baby. The suspect was apprehended on May 1, 2025, after a tip-off from a concerned individual, Kola Taiwo, who noticed a wound on his child's body. Adewumi is currently under investigation by the NSCDC's Intelligence and Investigations Department. The offense is punishable under the Criminal Code Law of Ogun State. Commandant Ramilekun Omolade urged parents to remain vigilant about their children's safety and warned that anyone causing harm would face the full force of the law. Reactions African Energy Company has confirmed a crude oil spill at its Oshika facility in Rivers State, caused by third-party interference. The spill, discovered on May 19, 2025, occurred on the Okodia-Rokwepe pipelines. The Youth and Environmental Advocacy Center has called for an investigation by Nostra Reinsurance in taking steps to contain the spill and has notified government regulators for joint investigation. In a turn of events, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule has addressed reports surrounding his political future. Initially, the governor's intention to contest the Nasarawa North senatorial seat in the 2027 general election. It was communicated through the Director General of the State Bureau for Pension Administration, Suleiman Musa Nagogo, during a meeting with APC stakeholder in Wamba local government area. Nagogo mentioned that a campaign committee had been formed, although it is still in its early stage, and highlighted the governor's political insight and the state's developmental progress, especially in Lafia, agriculture, and solid minerals. However, Governor Sule had since debunked these claims. In a statement released by his Chief Press Secretary, Ibrahim Adre, the governor clarifies that he has never confirmed any such plans and remained focused on his duties as the elected governor of Nasarawa State. He further expressed gratitude for the support but stressed that his primary goal is to continue his work in office, ensuring further progress for the state. The Gombe State government has reaffirmed the commitment to tackling digital and development challenges as it hosted the 2025 Cybersecurity Symposiums in Damaturu. Theme: Contemporary Challenges and Solutions. The event brought together stakeholders from government academia and the tech industry to address rising cyber threats amidst the state's digital transformation. Key speakers, including Dr. Kole Shatima and Abdul Mumini Kolo Gulani, emphasizing public awareness, policy action, and resilience against cybercrime and misinformation. In a related development, philanthropist Kashim Musa Thompson completed 3 vital projects at Bututu Nsanga Islamic School in Damaturu, delivering modern toilets, solar-powered lighting, and reviving the school's long-dormant Quranic graduation. The initiative, executed within 2 weeks, benefited over 500 students and aligned with broader efforts to improve sanitation, safety, and educational infrastructure under the Operation Light Up Yobe campaign. Plans are also on the way to solarize the school boreholes, reinforcing TUMSA's commitment to sustainable rural development. Community leaders hailed the interventions as timely and unprecedented. The Anambra State Police commanders arrested the 25-year-old suspect, Nasiru Samaila, in the Akwa Ibom following a shootout during the ongoing Imoka Cultural Festival. Police recovered a locally made Beretta pistol, live ammunition, a knife, and suspected hard drugs from the suspect, who attempted to flee by firing at officers but was shot in the leg and subdued. A police officer sustained a gunshot wound during the exchange and is currently receiving treatment. The arrest was part of intensified operation targeting criminal elements allegedly exploiting the festival to commit crimes. According to police spokesperson SP Tochukwu Ikenga, the raid follows intelligence reports and aimed to ensure a peaceful celebration. The command reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining law and order. In Kogi State, a joint operation by the Nigerian police, military, and Fulani vigilante rescued 3 kidnapping victims from Ankomi Forest following a gunfight with the criminals. The victims, abducted on May 15, 2025, were unharmed, while the kidnappers fled with gunshot injuries. The police have urged the public to report anyone seeking medical help. Kogi Police Commissioner praised the security team for their efforts in combating crime in the state. Benue State Governor Hyson Alier has expressed his condolences over the death of former Katsina State Military Governor Colonel Joseph Akageja, retired, who passed away on May 15, 2025, at the age of 69. In a statement released by his chief press secretary, Tasogo Kula, the governor described Akagera as a patriotic Nigerian who made significant contribution to the nation and Benue State. Alier praised the late Akagera achievements as lawmaker, senator, business leader, philanthropist, and elder statesman. He further extended prayer for the deceased family, associates, and the people of Benue, urging them to honor his memory by building on his legacy. The governor also prayed for Akangera's eternal rest. May his gentle soul continue to rest in peace. A faction of the People's Democratic Party in the Bayelsa State, aligned with Minister Nyesom Wike, has threatened to expel Governor Dauye Diri following the arrest of Ms. Awudu Renegade, a political activist and social media influencer. Regnet was detained after posting on social media accusing Governor Diri of being responsible for a shooting at the inauguration of the new association group, which supports Wike. The pro-Wike faction condemned her arrest, calling the charges, including cyberbullying, politically motivated, and demanded her immediate release. They also warned of escalating actions, including expelling Governor Diri, unless the situation is addressed. The faction accused Diri of targeting Wike's allies and suppressing dissent within the party. Governor Diri's spokesman confirmed the arrest but referred inquiries to the police. A student was killed by a stray bullet fired by a police officer in Ibadan, while heading to WAEC exam. The bullet struck the student during a police chase on Bangui Market Road. Despite effort to save him, the student was declared dead at the hospital. Angry youth protested, demanding justice and calling on Governor Seyi Makinde for intervention. The body was taken to the morgue, and authorities have not yet commented on the incident. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has launched a flood sensitization campaign in Akwa Ibom, urging traders at Akpan and Dem Market to adopt measures against predicted flooding, collaborating with the National Environmental Standards and Regulation Enforcement Agency. The Red Cross and NYC members, NEMA described educational materials and clean up areas prone to waste build up. Mrs. Mbadu Ndewe, NEMA's head of operation in Akwa Ibom, highlighted the risks of indiscriminate waste disposal, while Natural's Madame Deborah Damismaka called for a reduction in plastic waste. The initiative aimed to prepare the community for anticipated flooding. As predicted by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency. Tension has escalated in Amakohia, Obi, Owerri West, Imo State, after the killing of a pregnant woman, alleged by Fulani herders. The incident occurred when local had been preventing herders from grazing cattle in the area due to damage to their crops. The conflict intensified on Sunday when the herders opened fire to intimidate the residents, leading to the fatal shooting of the woman. The mother has sparked fears of retaliations across the state. At the time of reporting, police had not commented on the incident despite media inquiries. Niger State government is committed to improving security information management for better decision-making and community preparedness. During a media roundtable, Commissioner for Homeland Security, Mohammed Bello Abdullahi, highlighted journalists' role in supporting security efforts and urged accurate reporting. The upcoming Peace and Security Summit will focus on collaborative solutions to local and state security challenges. Governor Umar Rubago's representative emphasized the importance of journalists in fostering peace, while the Nigerian Union of Journalists assured their continued advocacy for peace in the state. The Emir of Daura, Al-Haji Farouk Umar Farouk, has announced the removal of Ilya Dakache, the village head of Mantau in Barau local government area, following a protest from residents accusing him of involving in kidnapping. The protests were triggered by Dakache's arrest last year after his name was linked to the abduction of a philanthropist family. The Emir emphasized that the Daura Emirate does not tolerate abuses and assured that the council remains open to citizens filing complaints. The Kasi would be replaced by a new village head effective Monday with a focus on justice and integrity in leadership. The Nigerian Customs Service in Adamawa and Taraba State has seized over 104.4 million naira worth of smuggled goods, including 36,835 liters. The item packed in jerry cans and drums were intended for illegal exports to neighboring countries. Controller Garba Bashir highlighted the threat posed by the smuggling of donkeys, which are vital for agricultural transportation and other uses. The seizures were made through intelligence-driven operations and coordinated border management. Bashir assured that the command will continue its effort to combat economic sabotage and urge collective action from all Nigerians to eliminate these illegal activities. Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf and Monday swore in AVM Ibrahim Umaru retired as the new Commissioner for Internal Security and Special Services. The appointment was made during the 28th Executive Council meeting held at Kwankwasia City. Governor Yusuf emphasized Umaru's qualifications, highlighted his extensive military background and proven leadership in coordinating security operations. He urged the new commissioner to leverage his experience to address the security challenges currently facing the state and ensure the safety and prosperity of its citizens. Before its appointment, Umaru served as the Director General of Special Service Directorate at the Kano State Government House. Gunmen attack Obuneka in Vero in Edo State on May 18, 2025, killing a woman and abducting her husband. The assailants shot the woman in the neck and took her elderly husband, Mr. Arimazuya Abona. With them, neighbors found the woman's body. The local youths attempted to rescue the victims but were unsuccessful. Despite notifying the police, security forces only responded the following morning. The village head condemned the attack and urged authorities to address the escalating insecurity which threatens the region's food security. In a related development, the Edo Civil Society Organization has expressed full support for Governor Monday Okwelo's efforts to combat cultism in Edo State. During a peaceful protest at the government house in Benin City, they pledged to help raise awareness about the anti-cultism law. The State Commissioner for Information, Paul Ogbomabu, welcomed the group, affirming the government's commitment to restoring law and order. Meanwhile, Deputy Governor Dennis Idahosa reaffirmed the administration focus on workers' welfare and securities while inaugurating key projects in Ovia North, including a new council hall, staff bus, and security vehicles. Police in the Federal Capital Territory have dismantled a 7-member gang involved in armed robbery and carjacking during the May 15th operation in Maitama. One suspect was killed while 7 others were arrested. According to police spokesperson SP Joseph Ade, the suspects opened fire when intercepted, prompting a gunfight. Recovered items including firearms ammunition, a Toyota Camry, and a motorcycle. Investigations reveal the gang coordinated attack via WhatsApp with inside help from domestic staff. Commissioner of Police Ajo Adewale praised the operatives and confirmed the command's commitment to combating violent crime. Let's take a brief commercial break. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back with more exciting updates on Super Media Television. Please don't go away.
I want to use this opportunity to invite you to Taraba State, the nature's gift to the nation, for the 2025 Taraba State International Investment Summit called Taraves. The summit will bring together top stakeholders from government, businesses, and global players to promote strategic investment opportunity in Taraba State. We welcome all Nigerians and investors from all over the world as we showcase the abundant investment opportunities our state, the nature's gift to humanity, has to offer.
Welcome back. Coming up next are the international business, sports, and entertainment news. On the international news, Laila Soif, mother of imprisoned British Egyptian activist Alaa El Fattah, has resumed the full hunger strike after halting a 300 calories supplement she had been taking for 3 months. The 69-year-old, who has been on hunger strike since her son's prison sentence ended in September 2024, is protesting his continued detentions in Egypt. Soif, who recently returned from visiting her son in prison, criticized the UK government for its lack of urgency and resumed her daily protest outside Downing Street. Her son, also on hunger strike, has reached his 81st day without food. On business news, Nigerian Minister of Power Adebayo Adelabu has accused electricity distribution companies of undermining reforms in the power sector. Speaking at the Senate retreat, Adelabu said discourse poor infrastructure, low revenue remittance, and mismanagement are frustrating gains in power generating and transmission. He noted that Northern Discos remitted just 30% of their Q4 2024 invoice, while Southern Discos did slightly better at 67%, with Lagos accounting for most of that. The minister also decried continued vandalism, illegal connections, and power theft, urging stricter penalties. Adelabu highlighted the sector's 4 trillion naira subsidy burdens, a persistent maturing gap, and regional disparities in service. He announced plans to restructure underperforming discos and for striker benchmark and attract new investments. Projects like Makurdi hydropower plants and Kaduna thermal plants are also being revived. On entertainment news, former England footballer Gary would leave the BBC at the end of the 2024-2025 season, following backlash over a social media post that featured anti-Semitic imagery. The BBC confirmed he would not be involved in coverage of the 2026 World Cup or the next FA Cup season. He apologized and taken full responsibility. He had been the BBC's highest paid presenter and hosted Match of the Day for 26 years. His departure follows prior controversies over the social media impartiality. Nigerian actor and politician Banky W. has earned a master's degree in policy management from Georgetown University in the United States. He announced the achievements on Instagram, attributing his success to faith, which he said gave him courage and resilience. His graduation photos accompanied the post, drawing celebratory message from fans and colleagues across the entertainment industry. On sport news, Team Ogun defeated Team Kogi 32-20 in the women's handball event at the 22nd National Sport Festival held at Alake Sports Center in Abeokuta, leading 16-11 at halftime. Ogun maintained control throughout the match. Coach Shola Sekoni commended the team's performance and stayed support, expressing optimism ahead of their next game against Plateau. Despite the loss, Kogi's coach Emeka Joseph praised his players and remained hopeful for a stronger showing in the next fixture. Meanwhile, the festival has significantly boosted Ogun State's local economy, according to Honorable Bukola Olopade, Director General of the National Sports Commission and Chairman of the Organizing Committee. Demand from the event has led to sell-out of the iconic Adire fabric and driven bricks business for over 300 small entrepreneurs near event venues. With hotels fully booked and more than 11,000 participants registered. Alopade emphasized the festival broader impact on investments, infrastructure, and tourism. downplaying concern over the use of multiple venues. That's all for this edition of News at 9 from Sun TV. Before we go, here is a recap of the major headlines. On the national news, we said Taraba gears up for TaraVest 2025 with symbolic awareness walk. NAFDAC sets December 31st deadline for sachet alcohol ban and boasts fake headline syndicate in Port Harcourt. Taraba State University wins non-zone interest. That's all for this edition of News at 9 p.m. We're on Facebook at Sun TV and on YouTube at Sun TV Live. I remain Bridget James. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.